Hello and welcome at the tutorial of creating a to-do list in JavaScript. We are going to use the Jquery library and Node.js to create this application. So what are you going to learn? Mainly, we are going to train your DOM manipulation skills by using the Jquery library, and also train or learn how Node.js works, because we are going to save some data we are working with on the front end into a JSON file in the backend, which later on, of course, can be changed to a real database. What will you need for this tutorial? First, you will need Node.js, which I will show you later how that can be installed. You will need a code editor. I am using Visual Studio Code, and I recommend you to have Live Server. This is an extension or a plugin which you can install. And you will need a browser, of course. I recommend to use Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. These are the two most interesting browsers to use when coding. All right, so for this tutorial, I have some files already made, which you can download from GitHub, and there will be a link in the description. Starting with, you can see we have server.js here with some requires. These are packages and systems we need to require or import in our file, in our server, because we're going to use them, but I will explain this when we are going to create the Node.js server. We have a db.json file. This will be our file where we save our items, and this can be later converted or changed to a real JSON database, of course. We have a index.html where we import jQuery, where we have some classes which we are going to use in our todo.js script, and some HTML we are going to use, of course. And then the main script where we are going to start is todo.js. I already have a class and a document.ready function here. Document.ready just waits for your HTML to be loaded, and then it will execute everything which is inside the function. Inside the function, I have a new to-do, which is a new instance of the class to-do. So I'm creating an instance of this class, and I just do this because I want to execute everything which is inside my class. I'm not gonna create multiple instances. It's not a tutorial about inheritance or object-oriented programming. It is just a way to structurize and create a clean JavaScript file, which is easy to maintain. So we have a class. This is a ECMAScript feature which always contains a constructor. The constructor will always be executed whenever you create a new instance. So we created here our new instance. So at this moment, when this instance is created, this function will be executed. At the moment, there is not much in it. I already put a function this.init. It's just something I prefer to do. Most of the time I declare all my variables in the constructor, and then my logic I gonna divide in some different functions. And the first function I always use is init, because I'm gonna initialize my event handlers. For example, like you can see, we are gonna add event handlers here. So the code we actually need at the start of the page load is going to go in init, and some other functions are going to go beneath. So that is the basic structure of the application now. And in the next video, we will start here by creating our to-do list, add some items, remove some items, and I'll also check some items if they're done. All right, see you in the next tutorial.